Hey Sean, sorry I can't be there in person to caddy for you for the big mid-am qualifier, but I can do the next best thing. Let's take a look at the yardage book and put a plan together for Lancaster Country Club. First of all, let's get a little overview of Lancaster Country Club. It's a par 72, a little over 6,500 yards from the tips, featuring 12 par 4s and interestingly, only 3 par 3s and 3 par 5s. Our prevailing wind in this part of the country is out of the southwest, and generally under 10 miles an hour. Forgive me if I'm stating the obvious, but whenever a wind forecast says it's a southwest wind, that means it's from the southwest towards the northeast, and that'll help us put a plan together for the golf course. Hole 1 at Lancaster's a 356-yard par 4 heading north. If we get our prevailing southwest wind, expect a little bit of help off of your left. Prioritize hitting the fairway here, and a good target line is the last tree on the right side of the fairway. 250 yards leaves you 100 yards in, so no need for driver here. The second hole at Lancaster is a 392-yard par 4 heading southwest, so we'll be directly into the prevailing wind. That bunker on the right is 192 to clear. So probably playing more like 210 into the wind. We're going to stay left of that. 250-yard drive will leave us about 150 yards in, slightly downhill into this approach shot. The third hole at Lancaster runs northeast. That means we're going to be directly downwind if we get our prevailing. You got a bunker on the right, which is a good target for your layup. That comes in at 230. And we're slightly downhill on that line, so I recommend something about 210 in the air. That'll leave us right around 9,500 yards into the green. The fourth hole at Lancaster looks downhill, but it should play pretty flat. 156-yard par 3, heading southwest. Expect to be directly into the wind here. The fifth hole at Lancaster is a long par 4, 470 yards, heading southwest directly into the prevailing wind. Also has a split fairway. That comes at 336 from the back tee, so not an issue, especially since we're heading directly into the wind. A tee shot of about 260 yards leaves us a little over 200 yards into the wind into this green. This is going to be one of our par holes. Par's like birdie and a half. 6 is a 430-yard par 4 heading eastbound, so expect a little bit of help off of your left. You're going to want to hit your draw off of the cart path on the right. And you're working your way slightly uphill the entire hole. The 7th at Lancaster is your first par 5 of the day, 508 yards. Working your way west, so expect a little bit of hurt off of your left. Probably going to be hitting that driver somewhere off of the cart path on the right with a little bit of draw. That bunker on the left comes in at 245, 255 to clear it into the wind. So we're going to stay right of that. Tee shot of about 260 yards leaves us another 250 into the wind, into the green. So we're probably looking at a 3-shot hole here. And this hole plays slightly uphill from tee to green. The 8th is a long par 3. They've got it advertised as 242 yards, but I'd imagine you'd play it more like 215. From tee to green, you're looking at downhill about 20 feet. That should be about 7 yards off of your tee shot. And this hole runs north, so expect a little bit of help off of your left. On holes like this, you start to realize the value of the middle of the green. Get out here with a par. The 9th at Lancaster brings in a little bit of drama. A lot of your competitors will probably be trying to cut that corner. And if you're feeling confident, by all means, hit your driver up over that right tree with your nice high draw. This hole is only 370, and it runs north as well. So you're going to be expecting a little bit of help off of your left. Just keep in mind on intimidating tee shots like this, sometimes it's good to play conservatively. If you can get something out there 210 yards in the middle of the fairway, you're looking at 165 to the green. You are uphill almost 30 feet to the green, so that's going to add about 10 yards of carry. The 10th hole at Lancaster is a 400-yard par 4, slight dogleg left, heading northeast, so we should be directly downwind. That bunker on the left shouldn't be an issue. 240 to carry it. I like aiming at the tallest tree on the right side of the fairway, hitting a little draw off that. Our drive of about 265, 270 leaves us about 135 into the green. Slightly uphill from tee to green here. Let's play to your favorite wedge number here on 11 as we work southbound, so expect a little bit of hurt off of your right on this short par 4, 294-yard dogleg left. Working our way slightly downhill. Fairway runs out at 255. Like I said, let's play to a number here. I'd say effective 210 with rollout. That leaves us 95 to the middle of the green with a little bit of hurt, just over 100 yards to the flag. 12's your first really tight hole. Big tall trees on either side of the fairway. Go ahead and draw your mental field goals out there in the middle of the fairway. We do have to hit driver here. It's the best club in your bag. You're directly into the southwest wind, and the hole's a little over 400 yards. So with the wind and everything, we're going to put it out there in the middle of the fairway, about 260 out. That'll give us a little over 120 into the green. Thirteen's going to be a good test of discipline here. Dogleg right, we draw everything, so I recommend we aim at those two little light green bushes on the left. Those come in at about 245 yards. And on this tee shot, we're looking north-northeast, so expect to be essentially directly downwind. If we can get something out there about 230, we're in the middle of the fairway, and as we turn onto our second shot, we're going to be looking eastbound. So expect a little bit of help off of your right. Fourteen's a 180-yard par 3, heading southbound, so expect a little bit of hurt off of your right. Slightly downhill from tee to green. Looks like about 3 yards or so. Let's just focus on a good target here. Put yourself in the middle of the green, and let's get out of here with par. Okay, time to make some hay on 15, your second par 5 of the day. 480-yard hole, heading westbound. Expect to see a little bit of hurt off of your left here. That bunker on the left comes in at 276. Shouldn't be much of an issue. Let's commit to a target in the right center of the fairway. If we get something out there 265-ish, we can have a crack at the green in 225-yard shot or so. That second shot should play pretty flat. Okay, here we go. Hole 16, 547-yard par 5 heading eastbound. We should expect to see a little bit of help off of your right coming from the deep, dark woods here. There's a couple of trees that we need to get past. You'll see the one on the left comes in at 257. That one on the right is 252. So we're going to get it past that one on the left center of the fairway, get it down here in the flat, about 275 off the tee with that little bit of helping wind. Gives us 265 to the front edge of the screen. If we hit a good tee shot, we can have a crack at it in 2. Otherwise, we got pretty simple layup. And here we are on 17, 378-yard par 4, uphill tee shot. Got a bunker on the right that comes in at 213, 235 to carry that bunker, so not an issue. We're going to hit our draw off of that. Tee shot of about 265, 270 yards. Leaves us our 115 shot to the middle of the green. This hole runs northbound, so expect to see a little bit of help off of your left. All right, here we go. 18 at Lancaster. It's kind of a cool little finisher. Dogleg right, par 4, 340 yards. Your tee shot's downhill about 7 yards, and you're looking north-northeast off the tee, so expect to be basically dead downwind. That lake on the right comes in at 198, and the tree is 213. So let's take the drama out of this hole. Hit something about a total of 190 yards out there towards the tree, but well short of it. That'll leave us a shot of about 150 yards into the green. As we turn to the green, we're looking eastbound, so expect a little bit of help off of your left, as well as an uphill approach, which should be negated by the wind help.